Cool, man. Well, should I move on into the end of Genesis 2 here?
That sounds good to me.
All right. This is a part I really just have been looking forward to talking about. Because, I don't know. Okay. Here is where we will learn the real identity of the serpent. So far on some of my videos, I've questioned the classic identity of the serpent. And I've mentioned that this is a serpent, but I haven't gotten into, what he's all about. And he does have a backstory. There's more to this serpent than a lot of people have realized. And it's given to us right here at the end of chapter 2.
And the Lord God said,
"It is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him an help meet for him."
And out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever Adam called every living creature, that was the name thereof. And Adam gave names to all cattle, and to the fowl of the air, and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found an help meet for him.
So it was not good that the man should be alone, and God formed creatures out of the ground and brought them before Adam to find an appropriate helper for him. And God is teaching Adam here, But this turns out to be the origin of this serpent. He was one of the creatures brought before Adam, but he wasn't a suitable helper for Adam. And Adam gave the creature a name, but the creature was not suitable for Adam as his helper. And then we know after this that
the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs, and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And the rib which the Lord God had taken from man made he a woman, and brought her unto the man. And Adam said,
"This is now bone of my bones, and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man."
Okay. In verse 21, he took one of his ribs. This is not quite what happened. And a lot of people don't know this, but what God actually did here is he split Adam right in half. He split the Adam, all right? He split Adam in half. Have you ever heard that?
Never. I have never heard such a thing in my life.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And he took his half. He halved him and closed up the flesh instead thereof. He literally split Adam in half and formed two people. And a lot of people envision this as, he removed a rib bone. And
it's exactly how I always looked at it.
Yeah.
Huh. So, if you don't mind me asking, how does that idea come about?
The rib? Well,
yeah.
The word means a side. Here, let me look the word up real quick. It means the side. And somewhere along the line, an English translator just thought that it meant a rib, a side, like the side.
Yeah, I don't want to cut you off. Although I don't want you to cut you off from where you're talking, I think anybody listening is probably like, excuse me, but that says rib, and I want to take the passage literally. So it says rib, and in their right mind, I sure heck thought it was. So I just wanted to see what you thought. See, I just want to know why, and I think then the audience will know why, and that'll be a very cool thing that they can take with them from this video.
All right. Okay. Oh. And the rib which the Lord God had taken from man, he made a woman. And the rib. Okay. He took one of his ribs, Genesis 2:21. And the rib which the Lord God had taken, Genesis 2:22. Exodus 25 is okay. Let me see. All I need is a piece of the tabernacle. Well, Exodus 25:14, the sides of the ark. Well, it means he took one of Adam's sides, though. So, do you have a side?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
A backside?
Yeah, backside, front side. Well, you just kind of presume that like you don't take a section, you take a side. So I would say you take one half. It makes sense that you would take one half of a side.
There's the side of the ark, the Noah's boat, put a door in the side thereof. And there's the sides of the ark in the tabernacle. So he took one of the sides of Adam and formed a woman. So he probably split them down the middle, I doubt he chopped them in half at the waistline.
Yeah, that'd be kind of weird. Don't Eve didn't have a brain. Yeah, well, you can't really say he took his lower side. That wouldn't make any sense. Like you'd say take his front side or half, one
Yeah,
side.
yeah. Well, you'll see people say turn to the right side or the left and stuff. So I'd say it's the side. It's right and left hand side of Adam. But maybe when they were translating it, they said rib just because they thought, well, this word means the side of Adam. So God took a side of Adam. Well, what on earth does that even mean? Like people
Yeah.
read that and say, I don't know what that means. And you can't just translate it as God split Adam or something. So they said, well, his side's one of his ribs. I don't know. I should research that. I've got to look into this now. How did this end up being translated rib?
Yeah, really. There's one. I think there's other examples that I think that the word that's there might not do full justice of what it's actually talking about. That would be kind of a cool study for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's just an interesting thing about the rib. It's possible that God split Adam. Okay, so here's where, verse 24.
Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh.
This is in gray because this is priestly commentary. This is non-Mosaic material right here. This is a priest providing his own clarification to the record. And the reader should just be able to see that. But, you know, a lot of people will read this as Moses writing this. People read this as a continuation of what Adam said. I don't know.
Yeah, it does seem like verse 24 is fitting in there kind of awkward. Like you could easily read it. Moses is talking, or whoever's talking about. Yeah, it is Moses. Is talking about bones. Talking about this Adam and then this woman and taking out a man, and then you could go right to verse 25, and they were both naked, and the man and his wife, and were not ashamed. Like verse 24 just seems like a weird place to talk about, I guess, the union of man and woman.
Yeah, you can tell the priest is offering this information based upon what's said in verse 23. And he's, commanding the Jewish community in what is proper marriage, He would have been answering some kind of question at the time. Is it proper for a young man to leave home before he marries? Or some issue like this with the community would have caused this sort of clarification. You see? So,